Yes, guys. I'm here again with an exercise. I'm smiling because I said yes, guys. I'm sorry, bro. I feel like a TV host, but I'm here to explain an exercise again that I've seen throughout the week. Videos being sent to me where there's some real, not a massive issue, but an issue with form, right? And this is going to serve you in life, in everyday life, and primarily I see it in the squat position, but it's across most movements. So like even when you're rowing or doing anything where your 2 feet are on the ground, right? There's an issue. So when we are squatting, for example, right, and we're lowering down or we're pushing up, there is a real concern, right, when we are putting the weight to the front of our toes, right? When the weight goes to the front of our toes, when the weight shifts to the front of our toes, our heels are raised. When our heels are raised, we lose so much. We lose, in fact, the first and foremost thing we lose is the points of contact needed for driving force. So like obviously a firmer base allows us to drive up, right, better on your toes. It's harder to drive up, but not just that, the power we get from our muscles comes from being aligned with that joint, our ankle joint, our heel being placed on the ground. Because the moment you shift, these muscles can't drive through that placed a point. Okay, so the place point's here. Watch me. Push up. Okay, here, push up. The force is generated from having that contact on the ground. The majority of that force. There's a very long explanation to say keep your fucking heels on the floor, right? Listen, if you are doing something that's bouncy, that requires you being dynamic, plyometrics, there may be a difference, right? But ultimately, if you've got a weight and you need to push it off the ground, not until the weight becomes airlifted, which means it's off of the body, right? Do you go up onto your tiptoes? You do not start on your tiptoes. A lot of the time we start on our tiptoes down to a lack of mobility. That means I don't want you to get as low then. I just want you to focus on the heels being in the ground, drive up. If you find yourself going onto your toes before the weight leaves your body, you're fucked. This counts for so many things. I've given you a squat example, but think of it. Thruster, if you're shoulder pressing, you're on your toes. I see it a lot. I see it a lot with strong people who are really strong. They're on their tiptoes, right? They're generating so much force on their tiptoes. We stay on our heels, we push up. Okay? Again, this applies to being on a rower. So you're on a rower, you're pushing through the rower. Obviously, I'm standing up, I'm not on a rower. You're pushing through the rower. If you push through on your tiptoes, as opposed to your heels, how much less force are you generating? Heels on the ground, driving through, deadlift, driving through, picking up something, a ball, a box, driving through. Why would you want to be on your toes? This week, so many videos have been sent to me. Kettlebell swing, right? People are getting tired and they're rocking and they're like this. And they're getting up onto their heels way before the weight becomes airlifted. They're here, they're up on their toes. Stay seated. The power comes from the heels when in that motion. Explosive. Deadlift. Poor sound effects. Sorry, lads. I hope this makes sense. I hope this is a good video. Should make a lot of you improve your form across many movements.